welcome to another edition of the Magic Show. Don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years. No, seriously, check it out. I've been here forever. I feel old.
What say, Sonny?
Anyway, we got ourselves a new set, and my lord, is it fabulous. Shadows over Innistrad is everything we wanted in a return to block, where Battle for Zendikar left us, pretty wanting. Yeah, wanting. That's the word. Not suck horribly. My god, Wizards, what the fuck have you done to First, let me tell you a story. Once upon a time, there was a beautiful angel, and her name was Sarah. Sarah wanted to play with the rest of the cards in Standard, but the big bad Wizards R&D team said, "You must go to your room and never come out." For 2 base sets in a row, Sarah was just too high on the power level to see play. Then someone hit Wizards R&D with a big hammer, and they decided to print the most rockin' Sarah angel of all time! Yeah, feel the burn, 1997 R&D. Seriously, my lord, is Archangel Avacyn a complete and total badass. First up, she is just Sarah Angel on some serious performance-enhancing drugs. You know what I'm saying? She's flash, she's flying, she's vigilant. She's gonna mess your opponent up in several significant and destructive ways by not only making your team indestructible until end of turn, but also flipping at the beginning of the next upkeep when another creature you control dies. And when she flips, oh son, based on that spear right there, she's already stuck it in and broke it off once, and she's ready to do it again. Casting a friggin' one-sided flame break? Yes, please. Now a 6/5 flyer instead of a lowly 4/4? Damn, Skippy, the world is this angel's friggin' oyster, and she's got everybody in the club hyped. The filthy casuals, the spikiest spikes, and everyone in between. Ain't no angel like an Innistrad angel, cause Avacyn's gonna tear your nuts off. We're just getting started. Declaration in Stone might as well be called Nahiri's Hide and Go Fuck Yourself to Sorin because she is seriously pissed. Not only is it going to be one of the best removal spells in Standard, it also means we get to see Nahiri the Harbinger. Oh yes, the second red and white Planeswalker ever printed is here, and she is seriously friggin' pissed. Yeah, that there in the background, that's Sorin's place. Also most likely your opponent's face as well. Her first ability bumps her to 6 loyalty on the first go and enables Madness, which of course lets her show off her fiery temper. Now that's a flavor winner. What? Oh, there's more flavor to be had? Hells yes there is. I'm just going to throw down the gauntlet. Startled Awake is the most flavorful Magic card ever printed. First, it's a spell showing someone startled and a ghost disappearing. They're freaked out. Your library, as it could represent your mind, is being whittled away by something. That's something, of course, being the unlucky number of 13. Then, from the graveyard, from the depths where you think things are gone forever, you return it back to the battlefield as a persistent nightmare. First of all, with the creepy kid with the glowing eye shtick, that is also the creature type Nightmare that also has Skulk, which sounds exactly like what a walking nightmare would do, and once it smacks your opponent upside the head, you utter, "It seems so real," and you are startled awake. I can't. Wizards, you got me on this one. Wow, this right here, this is why Innistrad is the most beloved of blocks. Everything just looks and feels and works in ways that make sense, that resonate like literally no other Magic block. And of course, we have more examples of this. Sinister Concoction is just hilarious. Pay a mana, a life, mill your top card, discard a card, make a charitable donation, call your mama, change your oil, look longingly at the outside world you don't spend enough time in. Oh yeah, and kill that stupid thing you got over there. To the slaughter? Oh yes, to the slaughter you shall go. I mean big, freaky, scary monster chowing down on an innocent little lamb. A lamb that has gone to slaughter, you say? Where has little Gossamer gone? Thaniel the shepherd asks. Oh Thaniel, Gossamer's dead, baby. Gossamer's dead. Not to mention, this edict on steroids is the perfect thing to answer both Gideon and his token, the insult and the injury, as it were. Another hilarious card is Audric, Lunarch Marshal of the Infinite Keywords. I mean, seriously. At the beginning of each combat, creatures you control gain First Strike, Death Touch, Double Strike, Haste, Hexproof, Indestructible, Lifelink, Menace, Reach, Skulk, Trample, Vigilance, Affinity for banding creatures, Battlecry, Bushido 5, Dash, the Throne, Dredge, Echo, Epic, Haunt, Horsemanship, Infect, Legendary, Landwalk, Living Weapon, Modular, Foreign, Ninjutsu, Transmute, Undying, Unearth, Unleash, Vanishing, and Wither until end of turn. But Tribute? No. No tribute for you. It's not the greatest mechanic in the world. It's just a tribute. Arlen Court is our first mature lady Planeswalker. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Sexy, sophisticated, older. Sigourney ain't got nothing on this were chick. I mean, where distinguished female. Are we down for little Downton Abbey and chill? Oh, I'm sorry. No, Westvale Abbey and chill. Yeah. Seriously, Arlen is basically Huntmaster of the Planeswalker. Huntmaster was a 2/2 that made another 2/2, while Arlen can provide +2/+2 and Vigilance plus Haste to a creature to protect herself. She also makes a 2/2 wolf to do the same thing, and then transforms into Arlen Miss Cord if you're nasty. Damn right she's a BA, and even keeps a sweet necklace thing to make sure that you know she brings the heat. That sophisticated heat. pumping creatures, throwing bolts so she can turn them back over, and that ultimate is cool and all, but it's the 4 abilities that make this girl exciting. I mean, woman. Rattlechains gives us our Ebenezer Scrooge reference, which ultimately doesn't play too much of a factor in its abilities, but a 2/1 flash flyer that protects spirits and gives a bonus to those you haven't played yet is still noteworthy. Olivia Voldaren returns, and instead of 3 legs, she's mobilized for war. Holy crap, that is just the most BA title of all time. It doesn't matter what your name is, if you're mobilized for war, you're instantly jumped up several notches in the badass scale of badassery. Teddy Ruxpin, mobilized for war. Yeah, baby, he's coming to kick your childhood's ass. As for the card, it's unclear. However, we do have some pretty awesome black and red aggro cards in this set, and how long has it been since red and black aggro was good in the first place? I mean, look at Falcon Wrath Gorger. You know, there was a time when my buddy Mike Flores once previewed a card called Tattermunge Maniac, and it was blowing people's minds. For God's sake, he named the article Yes, Really. Yes, that card is really bad, but this one, oh no, it's all upside from here, baby. Just one of the best Savannah Lions of all time, no big deal. How about a vampire wizard? Yeah, it's like a pinball wizard, except it kills you. So yeah, that card draw though. If you remember a little card called Blood Scrivener, you'll remember that Blood Scrivener sucked and it was bad. You should feel bad. So we'll give it another point of power, the ability to be played at instant speed thanks to madness and trigger on each player's turn make a difference? Well, I hope so. This guy is seriously pushed. But there ain't no party like a control magic party because Wizards will never reprint that card ever. However, welcome to the fold, while also being a kick-ass song from Filter, which if you haven't heard, you need to get on that. That madness cost is strong, and it's worth keeping in mind moving forward. Hey kids, do you like Vindicate? You do? Well, let's get to making you another one of those, just like Mom used to make. And by Mom, I mean Wizards. Anguished on making ain't messing around. Utter was cute and all, but it's time to get serious. And by that I mean shave mana cost by adding life payments. It worked for Thoughtseize, you know, the best discard spell of all time. And here we have a non-land exiler, not destroyer, exiler, that works at instant speed for the same price. Plus 3 life taxes, title, and dealership fees not included. Life payments subject to approval with an APR 0% finance. And see your local Wizards of the Coast Research and Development employee for more details. But are we done with Planeswalkers? Not by a long shot. Jace Unraveler of Secrets is basically, Ob Nixilis all over again. Owen's not wrong, and they really are very close to one another. One is able to protect himself, draw cards, and get a sweet emblem, while the other is the exact same friggin' card. But Sorin is here, and Sorin, much like Nahiri, has been drinking that haterade and is ready to throw down. Sorin, seriously looking at my face, I'm upset now, is really one hell of a walker. We got ourselves a 6-mana walker with a reverse Dark Confident for its ability. May I take your coat, sir? Why no, but you could take this life payment for me. And yeah, we're pulling into the friggin' station at Magical Christmas Land when you set up the top card of your library with stuff like Conduit of Ruin, am I right? Yeah, I'm right. Feels good, not gonna lie. Seriously, drawing cards, killing crap, and basically making your own vampire army is what Sorin is here to do. So let the man work. You know, I don't really understand the whole Diregraph Colossus cycle. Let's talk about it. Firstly, holy shit, people, this card is stupid good. 3-mana 2/2s are terrible unless they work amazingly in multiples, and trigger off will have to be a majority of zombies in your deck and graveyard. And when you cast more zombies, the growth continues. This walking Wicker Man has his boots made for walking, and that's just what he'll do. One of these days, these zombies are going to eat your brains out and feast on your hopes and dreams. Okay? Then we have the white version in Thalia's Lieutenant. Now that is one hell of a card right there. You play humans, whether they're cards or tokens, and you want to keep playing them so he gets all big and scary like. And now you're thinking, oh hot damn, the green one must be insane. Who knows what it's triggering off of, but green's thing is counters, and this is, what the fuck? What the hell, Wizards? Are you serious? Not only is it a 3-mana 2/2 with trample, because that makes all the sense in the world, your wolves need to be targeted by a spell before you get anything? You can't just cast more werewolves or whatever to get more of them? Shenanigans. I'm calling shenanigans. Shenanigans, ladies and gentlemen, has been called. Fuck this card. Anyway, back to Westvale Abbey and chillin', because this card is sweet. They finally gave us a flip land, and hell yeah, this thing unleashes Ormondal Profane Prince. When you give up 5 dudes for it. 5 dudes. Seriously? Hell yeah, seriously. A 9/7 unstoppable monster. This thing has to be absurd and limited, and it's just so damn flavorful. You unlock the monster. Hide your kids. Hide your wife. This prince ain't just a symbol. You know what I'm saying? But let's talk about mystery. The clue thing. I love the clue thing. Again, flavor equals Innistrad. That's just how it works. But first, Inspector Thraben is on the case. We've got a magnifying glass. Tamio's journal shows up, which by the way is not a diary. Not a diary. Seriously, guys, why are you laughing? It's a journal. Super flavorful cards like Ongoing Investigation, Jace's Scrutiny, Trail of Evidence, just so sweet. They work great with mom and dad, they tap for gear per Aether Grid, wear the Rogue, and all that good stuff. Nice. But let's get back to Flavortown, USA, shall we, guy? Elusive Tormentor is the Buy a Box promo, and holy cow, it's so good. He turns into mist. He turns into mist. That's the thing the vampires did back in the old movies, and here we are seeing it again. The card itself is sweet, powerful, and very well could get there in standard. Thing in the ice, however, it's ready to bust out and bust your head alongside it. This is a card that gets better as you move back in formats because Wizards won't print any more 1 blue mana card drawing spells, but older formats just get to eat that shit up. Snapcaster Mage plus Serum Visions and Jataxian Pro buybacks equal this guy is getting flipped super fast and returning your Snapcaster back to your hand in the process. The horror has been awoken and things are getting a little nuts. That said, of the 146 horrors in Magic, there's only really 2 that we care about. This one does not bounce Spellskite or Phyrexian Revoker, and you need to be aware of that. It only took 7 years, but by God, they did it. The stupid zombies, the endless ranks of them, if you will, finally got there, and holy shit, they're really, really good. Relentless Dead is one of the most overpowered 2-drops I've ever seen. The abilities are just stacks on stacks of goodness. It's got evasion, recursion, and reanimation plus recursion, and it can block, which is huge. You see, every time Wizards likes to crank up the power level on zombies, particularly those with recursion possibilities, they stick that on there so control decks won't abuse the hell out of it. See also Gravecrawler and Risen Executioner. And good mythic 2-drops are often pretty friggin' awesome, as Voice of Resurgence says what's up. This thing has the possibility to see play in older formats, and I certainly wouldn't be surprised if it does. And lastly, we have one of the best card names ever, Just the Wind. Oh, that creature? He's not there. It's just the wind. You smell that? It's just the wind. I promise. And I promise that it won't be that long before you see me again, because I'm happy to announce that live on my Twitch channel on Tuesday, March 29th and Wednesday, March 30th, I will be joined by Brad Nelson for the first ever live complete set review. Join us at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard both days, where we'll go over the white, blue, and black cards on Tuesday, followed by the red, green, multicolor, artifact, and land cards on Wednesday. This set is unreal, and I can't wait to join you guys for 2 nights of craziness. Subscribe if you want to see more of this stuff, and until next time, Magic players, this is Evan Irwin, tapping the cards so you don't have to.
I always like the fatties.